Yo guys, what's going on? My name's Chris. Welcome to the channel. And today we are going to talk about something that I had to learn myself and continue to learn, which is how to have a rich mindset versus a poor mindset. Having the proper mindset, let alone in this case about money, is almost always holding you back from being wealthy or rich. It's a long journey from poor mindset to rich mindset, especially if you were raised middle class and or poor. But the good news is today I'm going to teach you exactly how I began and continue to improve my money mindset in some simple ways that you can too. So you can put those money vibes out and money comes back to you. So let's get started. So this was the single hardest thing that I had to learn when it came to money, and commonly is a very tough topic that I teach clients, which is wealthy money mindset versus poor money mindset. And the first thing that we're going to talk about when it comes to rich versus poor mindsets is a topic that I see as low-hanging fruit, which is reframing these two words or replacing one word for the other: cost versus investment. A poor money mindset looks at something as, this dinner is going to cost me X amount of dollars. A rich money mindset says, I'm investing this money into the overall health of myself and everyone joining me and having good company. Replacing the word cost with investment is a really, really important piece to having a rich money mindset versus a poor money mindset. If you're a salesperson, a consultant, if you're self-employed, if you're speaking to clients specifically and you're pitching them the product or service or whatever it is you're pitching them, if you replace cost or fee with investment, it's going to disarm the client's mindset because they're going to hear investment rather than cost. And you having that elevated approach is only going to help everybody in that situation. Let's use a quick example. Let's say you want to enter a mastermind and you DM me and I'm like, hey, yeah, the investment for my mastermind is $50 a month. Right? And you hear it, you're like, oh, $50 a month, that's not bad. I could do that, right? That's like 1 or 2 hours of my time I can use to make the money to invest into myself. And the return on that investment will be monstrous, right? But if I was like, yeah, it's going to cost you $50 a month, man, you'd be like, oh man, it's going to cost me $50 a month. I don't know if I really want to do that. So think about it. Even on low ticket items or high ticket items, right? Use investment rather than cost if you're the one working with someone, or if you're not working with anyone, start replacing cost with investment. Okay, guys. Number 2, the word saving versus investing. All right. In this case, we're going to use saving as a poor money mindset and investing as a rich money mindset. Now, let's just say, saving isn't bad, right? You should have a nest egg for however long you deem necessary, at least 3 months. At least 3 months, okay? For yourself personally, and if you have a business. There's nothing wrong with saving for a nest egg. However, if you're constantly saving money and you're not investing money, okay, your mindset could be considered poor. So the action of investing your money is a rich or wealthy money mindset. The action of saving your money is a poor money mindset. So just using today as an example, today as I'm recording, before I started recording these shows, one of my accounts was full of money this morning when I opened it up. Full of money, right? I had all this money in it. Within a couple hours, all that money was gone. All invested, all of it. I mean, I literally left a couple $100. Whether you do that on a daily basis, an hourly basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, a yearly basis, it's better than not doing it. Doesn't matter the regularity. It doesn't mean you're better than anybody else. But the point is, saving your money is going to do nothing, especially in this recession with ever increasing inflation. Investing your money allows your money to work for you and to make more money. So moving from that poor money mindset to the rich money mindset, from saving to investing, is critical. All right, number 3, understanding your budget. It does not matter how much money you make. Having a budget is important. It doesn't matter if you make $50,000 a year, $500,000, $5 million, $50 million, and so on. Understanding your costs to live and your budget that you've put in place will allow you to be savvy with the money to invest. Okay? So let's say it costs $250,000 a year for you to live. Okay? Costs $250,000 for you to live. You know that that is how much money it takes for you to live. Okay? And you have it all broken down by line item, your mortgage, your mortgages, your cars, your car notes, your electricity, yada, 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 yada. Okay. Anything over that $250,000, you know that you can invest. Okay? Understanding your budget in the idiosyncrasies and line items that of that $250,000, $5,000 a month is your mortgage, and $2,000 a month is your car notes, and I don't know, $1,000 a month is your insurance for the cars, and $1,000 a month is your insurance for your health, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Understanding your budget. First things first, having a budget, but understanding your budget is the difference between having a poor money mindset and a wealthy money mindset, because if you have a budget, you know where your money's going and how it's working, and it allows you to parlay into investments. Number 4, money itself, the topic, the never-ending flow of money, okay? A poor money mindset would be scrounging for money, always trying to make ends meet, never having enough money, always wondering where money's going to come from, and having anxiety over it. I read somewhere that like 70% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and I remember when I did too, and it is not a conducive way to live, and it's also considered a poor money mindset. When you get to the point that you understand money is just paper, this is the wealthy money mindset. Money is just paper, or in the terms of 2022, a digital readout in your bank account, okay? When you get to that and you realize that that digital readout is always going to increase and that money is always going to come back to you and everything is going to be okay because you're a money magnet and you're putting in the work to yield the results needed that you're looking for, that's the difference between a wealthy money mindset and a poor money mindset. A poor money mindset's always scrounging and wondering and hoping and crossing their fingers and getting anxious and so on and so forth. That's for the birds, guys. Wealthy money mindset is understanding money, that it's just paper that exchanges between hands and it goes to different places and you can make just as much as you spend, or if you're savvy, make more than you spend. Number 5 kind of goes hand in hand with the never-ending abundance of money. And, fundamentally, guys, this is a topic that I teach. I have e-courses on. I've taught students on. And one of the hardest things for everyone to grasp, including myself at one point, and I continue to work on, is this, right? And this is high level, like law of attraction stuff, which is just give up and trust. Number 5, just give up and trust. Number 5, just give up and trust that everything's going to be okay and that the money is going to work itself out. And it's always going to come back around because everything always ends up working out. Regardless of how painful it is, it works out. And when you get to the point that you give up and trust, that's a wealthy money mindset. Having anxiety and worrying, that's a poor money mindset. And giving up and trusting is a lot harder than it sounds. But I assure you that if you put the time into your belief system in giving up and trusting, you'll understand the difference and how much better having a wealthy money mindset really is on a day-to-day basis. Number 6, and this is very high-level law of attraction. This is called tithing. Let's use the example of church. Let's say you go to church and they hand out a donation basket, okay? You're tithing back to your source, which in this case is God, all right? You're not donating, but you're giving 10% of your gross or net income back to your source. So let's say you make $10,000 a month. If you tithed 10% of that gross income, because tithe stands for tenth, basically. If you tithe 10% of your gross income every month, it would be $1,000 back to source. Okay? If you make $10,000 a month and you want to do your net tithing, right? Net 10%, subtract your expenses. Let's say you're left with $1,000 of money left over. You would take that $1,000 and do 10% of that money, right? Because $1,000 is what's left over after your expenses. So 10% of 1,000 is 100. You would tithe that money back to source, right? That's if you believe in God in that aspect of things. I've been tithing for years to different things. It doesn't necessarily mean what I do is better than others. However, when you tithe, you're giving up the stranglehold on money and giving it to the source that supplies you. I'm a believer in the universe and the energies that move back and forth. So I tithe to people that I've learned the universe and energies from. It's also a tax write-off. But understand, tithing is not donating money. Donating money to the guy on the side of the street panhandling is donating money. That's not tithing. He's not your source. Your source is God or universe or higher self or, Jehovah or, Jesus or Allah or Buddha or the plethora of other gods. Okay? Tithing is back to source, where you get things from, where you get your source from. Donating to a charity, donating to the panhandler, donating to St. Jude's is donating. It's not tithing. And that, my friend, is high-level, wealthy, rich money mindset. So let's say you want to learn more about some of these topics, right? And you want me to explain it to you guys. Book a call. Link is in my show notes. It's for free. Bring an open mind, 30 minutes of your time, and let's chat about anything that I talked about, and I can expand on it for you and teach you how you can optimize it or do it better. Guys, that's what I got for you today. Rich money mindset versus poor money mindset. If you learned anything, drop it in a comment below. Let me know. All right, let's talk about it. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.